Hello inflatable fans, I hope you're all well. So this is a new kayak, a super kayak as it's called. It is the BINANA and I kid you not, I mean obviously it does look very much like a couple of bananas, but it's actually called the BINANA Catamaran. You can just see that I think underneath there. And I've been out on it once and I'm going out on it again today, so let's just start this review process off. Now I bought the bare bones package from Rad-Gear, and by bare bones it doesn't come with a seat, doesn't come with a carry bag, and it doesn't come with a crap paddle. And I kind of like that. And the reason I like that is because often when you buy a kayak the seats are a bit naff and you have to kind of sort the cushioning out or buy a replacement seat, that kind of thing. So I'm glad it didn't come with that. I don't want a crap paddle. The bag, yeah, it would have been handy, but I found one on Amazon, a paddleboard bag, 125 litre, and if you squash it down right, it does fit into there. Anyway, so let's have a look at this. So what we've got is 3 chambers. You can see the valves on there. I have actually put numbers on the valves to indicate the PSI, 3, 3, and 4. These are Halkey Roberts, standard Halkey Roberts twist valves. Got a little bit of non-slip stuff on the decking. This middle piece, this is drop stitch, so it is quite robust. Carry handle here, bit of bungee cord, D-rings under several of these handles. It's not lacking in carry handles, is it? I mean, they're just everywhere. And some of these have D-rings under for attaching seats and stuff. 2 gaps here, that's generally where you put your feet. Another carry handle, and that's the top side. Let's have a quick look underneath. Skeg mount. So there's a standard skeg mount, and I'm actually going to try it with the skeg today. I've just dropped it in the back of this seat here. So this is an aftermarket seat that I got from Amazon. It's inflatable. I'll do a separate review on that one, but I'll put a link in the pinned comment and description if you want to check it out. It's unusual. It's not quite as fast as I thought it would be, but it is unusual, and it's quite a bit of fun. I think you can see down there that it's kind of got some like reinforced plates on the bottom, like a bit of a skid plate if you like. So let's get it out in the water and we'll see what it's like. Okay, so I'm out on the water, and what is really obvious with this thing is it is incredibly stable. You can literally grab the handles and rock it from side to side, and the likelihood of this going over, well, it's just very unlikely. What is weird is the high seating position, because you are very much above the waterline, whereas in a standard kayak you're a lot closer to the water itself. So I feel quite regal paddling this, very regal. Anyway, paddling into the wind at the minute, and I've got the speedo on, so let's just see if we can get an idea of what kind of speeds this will do. So currently doing about 3.1, and I'm just paddling steady away. Sorry, 2.3, 2.4, it's dropped down a little bit. Must have been a GPS issue. So about 2.4 miles an hour at the minute, which is just above packraft speed. So it's not particularly fast. Let's just give it a bit more welly, see what we can get up to. 2.6, 2.5, 2.6. So not a particularly fast craft. What I did notice just then as I was giving it some welly is the water came through the foothold into my crocs. Let's see if I can kind of show that. So it kind of noses down. Yeah, can you see it coming through? So the water's coming up here. So expect to get wet feet, I think is the moral of this. Well, yesterday I played about with it without the skegging, and it tracked pretty straight, although it did spin around a little bit in the wind. It's certainly tracking straighter with the skegging, even though it has it's recessed a little bit, so there isn't so much of the skeg in the water as you get with a standard boat. And I think you can see the kind of bow wave that's forming with the two pontoons. Just get through this nice little bridge area. A little bit of a wind funnel. I'll do alright. One of the things I do kind of like about this, I thought these handles were going to be a bit of a nuisance and kind of get in the way, but they're just quite useful for being able to stash stuff under. So I've got the camera. Yeah, you. I've got the camera legs. I don't think I can show you, but I've got the camera legs underneath one of these things here. Probably can't see it. But that works quite well. So let's see how this thing turns. I don't think it's going to be nimble in that respect. So if I kind of stop now and do one paddle stroke, how far will it go? Yeah, not far at all. In order to kind of 180 it, you've got to do a few strokes. How does it paddle backwards? Let's give that a bit of a go. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. I am backing into the wind at the moment. It does want to turn me round. It's trying to turn me round. But it's alright, not too bad. But yeah, not a boat that I would describe as nimble. Right, I'm just going to jump out here and just move this seat back and see if it makes a difference to whether the water comes through the through these footholes or not. Good thing is this is really quite stable and Raph's nosing me in anyway. So all I'm going to do is just move it back one. It does pretty much put it under the bungee cord. Okay, got that in place. Let's give this a go. If it feels any better or different. The most noticeable thing is my feet don't reach those holes now. But let's see what happens when I give it some speed. So there is still a bit, but it does seem to move a lot faster and better. That's interesting. So it's not coming up so easily through those holes. And I am travelling a lot faster. I say a lot faster, not much really. Yeah, intriguing. This one's got a bit more force to it. Feels weird on this one since they're high up. For me, bouncy water on this boat feels a bit unsafe. I don't think the boat will tip, but because I'm high up and kind of over the sides, it feels like I could easily kind of fall off the side if I caught it wrong. Other people's experiences may differ. This kind of area, not so bad. But that, for me, over there, felt a little bit, ooh. And of course, one of the good things about a boat with a drop stitch floor table. Quite enjoying this wind now. Well, I'm not getting bumped around. Is it pulling you along nicely? So just to wrap things up with this, I do like it. It's unusual, but I did find it disappointingly slow. I kind of hoped it'd be a little bit faster with it being so kind of streamlined, but that's not the case. Anyway, that's all for this review. Hope you like it. You know what to do about liking, sharing, subscribing. Got a bit of waffle in my throat. Alright, you take care of yourself. Cheerio.